Good afternoon, everyone. This is Zach Abrams, aka The Shadow, and obviously with my selector Mo Khan, otherwise known as DJ Moke. And this is just a special message and a special tribute to our fallen brother, DJ Russell Connolly. Okay, and obviously from everyone at SA Vinyl DJs and SA Music Library, we commiserate, and our deepest sympathy and condolences goes out to his family. From SA Vinyl DJs, it's a huge loss to the industry, and we just want to say to everyone, this is the time for us all to pull together and support each other, and make sure that we get to spend more time with each other as well. The message that came from Russell was, the show must go on. And on that note, we want to say to you, Russell, you are in our thoughts, your soul is in our prayers, and we will always love you and respect the contribution that you've made to the industry in Cape Town. Thanks, and enjoy the show. Hi there, once again Saturday afternoon, right here at the Shadow Studios in the deep north of Cape Town. Good afternoon to you, and good afternoon to my guests this afternoon. But before we do anything else, the big news in the DJ community this week is that yesterday an icon passed away. We commiserate with his family and obviously send our condolences and our sympathies from SA Vinyl DJs and SA Music Library, and that is DJ Russell the Love Muscle Connolly. A dark day in Cape Town DJ history yesterday, and it was a pity that we never got him on the show, but it is what it is. His messages inspired us, we still listen to it, and obviously his career inspired us, and we make sure that we keep his memory alive and well. So our deepest sympathies go out to the families, and obviously go out to all that were connected to Russell the Love Muscle Connolly. Of course, this afternoon a bumper show coming up for you, and we'd like to obviously say good afternoon to my selector Mo Khan once again. He's with us, and we also have a very special guest this afternoon. One of my oldest friends, I need to say that to you, and probably the only friend I have that was ever sober all the time. I need to say that to you. So welcome, Newton.
Godfrey was always sober.
Okay.
My friend that as well.
Okay. No, but I spend more time with you. My lovely wife, who I've been married to for 15 years now, we've known each other for 20. She calls Newton the priest, because obviously because of his sober habits, So he was he was always a designated driver. I need to say that to you. So welcome to the Funky Buddha, the one and only, the Cape Town's son of house, DJ Newton. Welcome, my friend.
It's good to be here, Zach.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking time.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for taking time to come and see us. Thanks for taking time to spend,
it's a pleasure, man.
with us, and it's interesting. I mean, we were excited about everything. Obviously, our colleague and friend and peer, after his passing, I mean, there was a sullen thing yesterday, but we carry on and we lift the mood, and that's what we're good at doing. You know what I mean? So
we have to.
Yeah, so
it puts the bread on the table.
No, definitely, especially if you're sober. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Razano. So you wanted to say hi to Razano. I remember you said it earlier on.
I must.
Yeah.
But that'll come.
We'll get to that point. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the set. I mean, what are you doing that special Funky Buddha for us? Are you doing?
I had a plan, but.
Okay.
When I went through your vinyl now, I said, I must come back 2 more times.
No, definitely.
To complete the plan. Because just going through the one section here, yes. Said, okay, there my plan is stuff. Yes. So, for today, I'm going to go full on Strictly Rhythm.
Okay.
Because that was my favorite label.
Yes.
Back in the day, I think it started with you and Johnny
Yes.
and Neil
Yes.
and Dino.
That's it.
Actually, my journey started with Neil in his flat.
I remember at the
Back in
Estrel.
Camp,
Yes,
in Camps Bay, no?
it
Somewhere there.
was, Camps Bay,
Yeah.
yeah.
There my journey started.
Sorry, Pantry Bay.
Pantry Bay, yeah,
yes,
it was Pantry Bay. So yeah, our journey was different. We first looked at the vinyl, and then later on, it was the label, and then in conjunction with the label, it was the producer.
Yes.
You know, that's what we looked at.
Yes.
Now it's different.
No, I'm sure, and we'll
We
get
look
to
at
that.
likes.
We,
And followers.
we'll get to that part of the story, the likes and the followers. So yeah, so we're looking forward to a strictly rhythm set this afternoon, Mo. What
Yeah,
do you-
signature funky.
I'm
Buddha
wearing my
set.
t-shirt too. So.
Ah, well.
I
Yeah.
don't-
You see,
He was the one who told me
no,
about the label,
Let
so.
me just let you in on a secret,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
I deliberately wore this one
Yes.
because I used to go to the company,
Yes.
and then 5 o'clock I would go to where I need to play.
Yes.
And then at like 3 o'clock in the morning, then my friends and I would harass him to play Chicago House.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not equalizing the two.
Ja, look.
Het jy wel weggezaag van die DJ
I
box?
never. That is something I've never done. There was some
Yeah.
irritating
Yeah,
dude. You know what?
Because
I don't
my
think he was one of
JB
them.
Ik zelf ook geklapt, want dat wil ik ook weggezaagd.
No.
No. Yeah.
So I don't know if it was like a bizarre request because suddenly you're pumping like strictly rhythm and nervous records, progressive tribal type of stuff, and out of the blue, somebody comes and says no, Chicago House.
Okay. So clearly he was sober at the time. So great stuff. So we're looking forward to this afternoon right here at the Shadow Studios. We'd like to thank our sponsors, SA Music Library, for allowing us and giving us the platform to obviously showcase SA vinyl right here on a Saturday afternoon. And also to our sponsors, ACOM, Reliable Branding and Printing Solutions. Find them at www.ai-com.co.za. They on the web for the best branding solutions in the north, right here in Cape Town. And of course, it's Naughty North this afternoon. We've got special guest, the Funky Buddha, the one and only DJ Newton. We're going to get back to him a little bit later on after this break. And we're going to obviously make sure that our selector Mo Khan does the selection next time, because he's not confused. This is what happens when you're sober. You don't want to live that one down. I must say that to you. We'll be right back after this break, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and stay with us. We'll be back in one. That's right, Saturday afternoon, we're right back here at the Shadow Studios once again, doing the SA Vinyl DJs, the Vinyl Solution, right here with myself, the Shadow, as you know, back at the Shadow Studios. That's so cliche, you know. So nevertheless, I also want to say welcome back to my selector Mo Khan. He's with us. You know, he's brought some special tracks for the Funky Buddha, our special guest, DJ Newton. He's with us this afternoon, and he's brought some tracks for him to play as well. And obviously, we want a little bit of history there, you know, Mo. So Newton, September. So people know the Funky Buddha. I know that. All over Cape Town, all over South Africa, all over the world. I know that.
Maybe not the world. Maybe
No, the world. The
No,
world.
the world,
Trust me. I know.
my sister, she's in Hawaii. She knows it.
So the Funky Buddha. Okay. Before we get to the Funky Buddha, there was just Newton September at school, growing up. Okay. So where is Newton September from, and where did he grow up, and what influenced him to start getting into music and DJing?
Okay. All of a true story. I grew up in Elsies River.
Okay.
My primary school years was at Elsbury Primary in Matroosfontein.
Okay.
We moved to Bella Extension 13. Was that days better known as Skit Maloko?
Yeah. Yes.
There was the carrier.
Yeah. Did you see my face when you said Extension 13?
Yeah, we moved to Bella, and I think the last of my primary school years was in Extension 13, in the beginning of my high school years, and then we moved to Extension 14. also Bella,
Okay.
is self-help.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
only the people from Bella will know the
Yes.
self-help.
Okay.
There where you got your bricks and your cement and you help yourself to build your own house. Yeah. My parents still live there,
Yeah.
and my high school years I was there. As far as music is concerned, it's always been there. It's not as if somebody started me off.
Yes.
I can remember, I think of my first LPs I had was gifted by my uncle Des. I think it was Eddie Grant.
Okay.
That LP put a hold on it, and
Yes.
California style, that
Yeah.
LP. And we always had vinyl in the house. My father listened to Elvis Presley, Demis Roussos,
Yes.
Engelbert Humperdinck. So there was always music.
Okay.
And then it was the Bobby Hendrix. You know,
Bobby,
yeah,
the
we-
Bobby.
got
Hendrix.
it. Bobby.
If you didn't have Bobby
You
Hendrix
gotta
in your
have
house,
Bobby.
you're not colored.
Yeah. Fully.
And then I had a high school teacher, Mr. Fraser,
Okay.
and I was in, that was standard 6, now grade 8. Standard
Yeah.
6, I was in his class, and Mr. Fraser had a contact in Germany that time, and he brought us cassettes. And I can still recall, I listened to Phil Fearon and the Galaxy. Not What Do I Do, the one that came out, oh, Everybody's Laughing.
Yes.
I listened to it on a cassette about 6 months before we got it on vinyl here.
Oh my word.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was saying, yo, Mr. Fraser, you quiet. Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless his soul, he passed on. And he used to supply me with cassettes with a whole lot of new stuff on. And I think, where was it? First time I got into trouble, I played my grade 7 or standard 5 farewell at
Yeah.
Aylesbury.
Okay.
I played on a ghetto blaster, a twin tape ghetto blaster.
Okay.
That was our farewell.
Yeah.
And then I got into trouble with Mr. Thomas, Gilly Thomas. It was the principal at Aylesbury, at Elsie's High. We were playing music. I was supposed to bring my books. I had my tape deck in my my backpack or my haversack that time, and we were playing music in the class. And without asking what's going on in that class, the intercom just buzzed. Newton September, kom na die kantoor toe asseblief. He didn't ask. He didn't ask who's playing music. He just said Newton September, kom na die kantoor toe asseblief. Yeah, you whacked me that time. We were
So your influences, I mean, in DJing, I mean, so you obviously then decided in high school that you wanted to be a DJ. Or that was the career you were going to follow?
I wouldn't say at that point, not a career.
Yes.
It was a passion.
Yes.
The influences that time when I was in high school was definitely 2 major role players, even, a third one. Russell. Okay. From Russell, what I took from his DJing career or his abilities, he taught me that no matter what, it's about entertaining.
That's it. The consummate entertainment.
Yeah, it was about entertaining. I'm not one for using a microphone
Yes.
too much. I would rather let the music do the talking. But as far as that element is concerned, Russell was the one that always in the back of my mind that played, hey, you need to say something,
Yes.
because this is Cape Town.
Yes.
If you don't say something on the mic, you're not a DJ. Ty DJ praat dan nie. And then other major influence, it was Superfly.
Okay.
From Superfly, what I took from his career is, for him it was about the music. He was my real first introduction to house music.
Yeah.
Farley, Jack Master Funk,
Yes.
House Nation, that's the stuff that I heard Superfly play.
Yes.
And he was probably I'm very much set on structure as
Yes.
far as music is concerned.
Yes.
He played a structured house set.
Yes.
He would play It's You, ESP.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Farley,
fully.
music
Yeah,
is the
yes,
key.
yes.
He would play a set of house music.
Yeah.
whereas
Other guys would just
the
drop it in.
majority of
would
the DJs
blended into the rest of the of
that
the
days,
scene, yeah.
those days, and now they would play whatever tickles the fancy on the dance
Yeah.
floor.
Yes.
Whereas Superfly would play a structured house set, he would play a sing-along commercial set,
Yes.
you know, and obviously the blues set. Yeah, I've got a nice story. Can I share?
Incidentally, he still does the same. So.
Can I share a story on Superfly?
Of course, yes.
Myself and Godfrey. Godfrey played Oxygen.
I remember. I was doing the George at the time.
On the waterfront.
Yes.
Yeah.
Myself and Godfrey played there, and Superfly was also doing a set. And I can still recall it was Johnny P. Look Good. He played that track.
Yeah.
But we were heavy in conversation.
Yes.
Club is packed. Godfrey can share the other story. There was two on that particular night. I'll leave it to Godfrey to share the other one. Godfrey, just remember, share the other one. The floor is packed. People is going crazy. And myself and Godfrey is looking at each other. We look at Superfly and we say, hey, but this track is almost finished.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Godfrey tapped you, hey, Superfly, our numbers on Bakla. I said, nah, it's alright. And Superfly he carries on. And here, poof, the track is finished.
Yes.
And everybody's looking at what the hell is going on, and Superfly just does that, plays it from over and starts. The conversation is too good. He just plays it from over.
Okay, let me tell you something about that I experienced recently along those lines. Fly and I went to an event at Mercury that he was playing at, and then it was one of those gallery reunions. This was, I think, in last year, and then he specifically asked for them to bring in turntables. Now, we went in very late, and then somebody else used the decks before him, man. And this chick buggered up a needle, but she didn't say anything about it, man.
Oh no.
So now, we're busy hooking up turntables, and now Fly's about to begin. So he starts playing, not realizing that the other needle is buggered. And he put on the track Safari Dio. And I can tell you now, all he did was, while we're struggling with the one deck, all he did was every time the track came to the end, we dropped the volume and just popped the needle back to the beginning, and it went on for about 20 minutes. Maybe half a set. And nobody even noticed it.
It's needle dropper. It's old school trick. So then obviously so there's Newton September, okay, and I remember when
I need to sorry to cut you. I still need to mention, and the other influences was like Natano.
Okay.
Okay.
I used to go to the Fame.
Yes,
Elsis
in
River
Elsis River, yes.
to watch him play.
Yes.
So at that time, those were the major players.
Yes.
There was another guy that played with Natano at
Faisal. Faisal, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. The late great Faisal.
He introduced drop mixing with a crossfader.
That's correct. Yeah.
I looked at that and what kind of mixer is this, and what is that thing?
Yeah.
Poof, into another track.
The late great Faisal. I think he passed away recently.
I don't know.
I think
about
so,
a year
yes.
and a half ago, 2 years ago, and he came to town, and we did a gig together in Loop Street at the club. I can't even remember the name of the club, but that's where I also saw that drop mixing with a crossfader for the first time.
I think he learned it at the base.
Yeah, well,
we're gonna get back to that because you played at the base.
yeah. Look, that's a different story. I want to share. I went to Teasers those years.
Yeah.
We went to Teasers with the train on a
Saturday
afternoon.
afternoon. All of us. Yeah.
This is my first time there, and there you had the punks.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you had the
Yes.
B-boys.
I remember
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And then you had just the normal people
Yeah.
coming there just to come.
Yeah.
And then you had a DJ with a baseball bat and a rugby ball. And what the hell is going on here? There I saw Reddy D for the first time.
Yeah.
Scratching with a
Baseball bat,
Baseball
and
bat.
rugby
Baseball bat,
ball,
yeah.
and
I was like, what is this guy doing? But it sounds nice because I didn't know what scratching was that time.
yes.
And that's why I saw Reddy D.
Yeah.
And I met up with Rosano there.
Yes.
And that brilliant dancer that passed
So you
on.
were still a patron there?
Yes.
When you went? Because
Yes.
I was also just a patron. So we never knew each other at the time because obviously there was different crews
Yeah.
and different oaks on different areas basically. But I got a question for you. Growing up in Belhar, I mean, I knew a bunch of guys there called Unlimited Touch, Mobile Disco. And we used to actually, our mobile, when they had extra gigs, they used to give us gigs to do. You know what I mean? So
They
I
were
don't even
the most
remember this.
popular ones.
Unlimited.
They
touch
did
mobile
all the
hotspots.
gigs.
Yeah.
Them and Isibani.
That's it. Yes. So I need to say to you. So when I met you, we became friends, and I remember, and I think this is the part that people don't know about Newton September. I think you were a paint technologist or something.
Food technologist.
Or something. Not painting, sorry.
Yeah.
Food
Paint.
food technologist. And I know you were working close to where I was staying or something in Maitland or Kensington or that area or
I
something.
did my in-service training on that side. I think it was called Oli Foods, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and it's like interesting. A lot of people don't know that about Newton September. That he's actually a food technologist. Qualified, by the way. Yeah.
It took me 3 extra years, or maybe 4. That's why I met up with Godfrey. That's where myself and Godfrey became friends.
A qualified food technologist, you know what I mean? So I'm mentioning it because obviously people look at me and they know that my friends are food technologists. So I'm also a food technologist, but in a different way. You know what I mean? So
the consumption way.
So then obviously, there's Newton September, and then you got your first club gig.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was that?
First club gig was, let me get this right, it was in what's that area called, Victoria Street, Crossy Park. Yeah.
Okay.
I played a club called Traffic Lights.
Okay, Traffic Lights.
Was Traffic Lights first or Club 91? I think Traffic Lights was first.
Traffic Lights was first.
I played Traffic Lights for almost a year, 9 months to a year.
So here's an interesting thing I'm going to tell you. The last 2 DJs before you that was on this show also played at Traffic Lights.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's Oliver Super DJ
and
Selwyn Bartlett also played at Traffic Lights.
Yeah,
So
well,
it's interesting how many guys that are top guys
and
come
their
from
slogan or the thing was it all roads leads to a traffic light or traffic lights or something to that effect.
Yes.
And then from Traffic Lights I did a stint here at a place called Club 91.
Okay.
Short stint.
Yes.
I can remember it used to be like a socky jaw before that.
Okay.
And the new owner was still, I think, he still had some of the old staff there.
Yes.
And on my first night there, I'm busy setting up, preparing my vinyl, and this white dude comes with a bag of flour.
Ja, en die gooi ze dan
En die gooi ze dan op de vloer en sê, hey, what the hell are you doing? Hy sê, ons gaan mos nou soekie, ek sê. Sweep up this nonsense. That was 91, it was in Raglan. There's other popular place there close to it. Let's not go there.
I think it became Soundwave, if I'm
I
not
think so,
mistaken.
yeah.
Yes. And I think it was the Slade brothers that actually owned it. Or Slade family, or Stuart Slade and his dad.
And then from Club 91, that time I did a lot of mobile gigs. So my preferred supplier of sound that time was Kenny, Concert Audio.
Okay, yes.
And then Kenny gave me complimentaries to the company club.
Okay.
He said, you must go check out this place. He knows the owner, and
yes.
And then it's not long, I think the following day, Kenny phones me and said, listen here, don't you want to go see the owner? They are looking for a DJ.
Yeah.
And that's where I met the owner.
Yeah, the owner.
That was a couple.
The owner. So I'll tell you an interesting story about the company club. So before it became the company club, it was Top Floor. That's what it was called.
No, it was first the beat.
The beat,
before
that's right.
Top.
Yeah, and then Top Floor. Now, Top Floor, I was the guy who got the gig for Top Floor, myself and Trevor Woolworth.
Okay.
So, and literally the owner hired me, and I got there, and I worked there for literally 3 weeks, and then I didn't want to work for the owner anymore. And then I left. And then I think Trevor continued or something, and then the next thing I know, it was called the company club. So everybody knows Newton September. So the Funky Buddha wasn't the Funky Buddha yet.
No, not yet.
So Newton September is now the resident DJ at the company club.
Yeah,
Okay.
there I started off. Let me get the names right. It was 2 white DJs.
Okay. Which was one of which was probably the Trevor Woolworth.
No,
Okay.
it was Werner.
Okay,
He was
Werner.
really white.
Okay.
And Afrikaans.
Yes.
And then it was, I think, Jason.
I remember he played at Alligators.
Yeah,
That's it.
that Jason.
Yes,
It was
yes,
Jason.
yes.
That Jason.
Yes,
Ja-
because
Jason,
Rusty and myself and Jason did a gig at Alligators.
Jason introduced me to, at that time it was called Rave.
Yes.
The O4 tuners,
Yes,
and
yes,
that was
yes.
Jason.
Yes.
Never liked it, never had a fancy for it, but we actually made it work there.
Okay.
And I bought my vinyl from Hot Wax. It was that day was called The Works.
Yes. I remember you coming into the shop talking. So-
Syndicate, and was it Ragtime?
Ragtime was still
Where
around,
did
just on the
Barney,
last.
where did Barney work?
Ragtime,
Ragtime, yes.
yeah, underneath the escalator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a copy of the new anthem. Okay. I really liked the track, and that time I said to myself, I'm gonna cover the label.
Yeah.
I didn't want anybody to know this track. That was our
Yes.
secrets.
Yes.
So it was a white label
Yeah.
in my collection, but
Yes.
it was a strictly rhythm track.
Yes.
Produced by Reel to Reel,
Yes.
Eric Murillo, and that is where the Funky Buddha was born.
Okay. Okay.
Because I played that track for so long, and the people asked me what's the name of the track. I said it's called the Funky Buddha.
Yes.
So when they went to the record stores to go, oh,
Nobody knew what it was.
Nobody knew the
It was
track.
actually called the new anthem. That's wonderful.
And then
Wonderful
later on,
story.
the more copies were released.
Yes.
And then everybody else.
Because I remember
playing
people
it.
used to come into the shop and go, the Funky
Funky
Buddha. And
Buddha.
I was like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? So, and I used to say, just go to Dino. Go ask Dino for that nonsense.
So what happened that time? If a promo copy came in,
Yeah.
Yes.
it was the only copy.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And if nobody else knew the title,
Yeah.
only you
Yeah.
knew the
That's
title.
it.
And I wrote that way for a while.
So you literally put a sticker over it.
Yes.
Yes.
A few of my vinyls I did that.
Okay. And then the company club you played at for a while. As a
I
resident.
think it was either very late 91 or early 92, and it was about a 5-year stint.
Yeah, it was
Okay. Because
Most probably-
I know that company club thing was a while. Because I mean I was at town and I was doing the George pub, and as long as I finished there in 98, and I mean you had finished company I think probably about 2 years before that or a year before that or something. So,
It was 96
Yeah.
or early 97, but I think more late 96.
And then after the company club?
After the company club, I did a resident stint at Libro
Okay.
in Salori's Pass
Okay.
with Pietie Leibrand and DJ Shorty,
Okay.
DJ Kevin.
Yes,
Shorty
yes.
passed on.
Yes.
And Oscar.
Okay, now I'm going to stop you there. Okay, so Oscar came in onto the show. He probably did one of the best sets on the show so far. Okay, so I'm going to say to you like this: you got big shoes to fill. But when I asked him, when we said to him, who's the biggest influence that you've ever had in your DJ career? Okay, without hesitating and without even breathing, he said Newton. He said Newton. He said if there's one DJ that I can take to heaven with me, it's going to be Newton. Okay, because that's the guy who taught me to DJ. Okay.
No,
So
I didn't.
I'm going to say that was his exact
teach
words.
him.
No, it was.
He knew already.
Yes.
Maybe we just fine-tuned his
Okay. So you panel beated him.
Yeah.
Buffed him.
So now you.
Oscar was one of those that stood next to the DJ box and then
Okay.
later on said, "Kan ek my binne staan?" And
Yes.
I said, "Yeah, come in, man."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I think Libro, and then I saw you at night shift one night.
I played night shift myself and Godfrey.
Yeah, and I'll tell you how I remember that, Mo. Sorry, Newton, to cut your word. I'll tell you how I remember that. Because when I saw him at night shift, I gave him a kiss on the lips. Whoa! Which was hectic. And the next rumor that was flying around Cape Town for the rest of the next 2 years or 3 years was, did you know Zach is gay? Because everybody saw that. I was so happy to see him. I kissed him. I don't even remember that night.
Look, I do.
Because Mr. Rose phoned me and said to me, listen, I want you to do a set. The Tado's on. Remember the Tado came in and did something that we're going to talk about at the later stage of the show. But you were doing the set, and then I saw him, and then I kissed him on the lips, and everybody was like, "Did you know Zach is gay?" So after that.
Yeah, well, I had my fair share of those type of experiences in my career.
So night shift, and then
there it was Mr. Roos.
yes,
And I played with Godfrey there,
yes,
and GQ. He was
okay, yes,
also-
yes,
also a
Georgie,
DJ,
yeah.
And night shift actually started. Mr. Roos had another placement close to the station. Was it called Cupid or what?
Yes, yes, yes.
I played there as well.
Yes, yes.
Thinking of that was like a prostitute there, all over the show.
Yeah.
And what about this Sound Factory place, which didn't last very long?
Sad story.
Okay.
Not gonna go into the details. When I left Company Club,
Yeah.
I left because I got a decent offer.
Oh, okay.
The offer on the table that time was myself and Godfrey,
Yes.
small shares in the business,
Okay.
Yeah.
and obviously that time a decent basic.
Yes.
And I said, let's go.
Because that was your job, obviously.
It was my job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not yet. I was still studying that time.
Okay.
I studied for long.
Yeah. Food technologist. I studied for the last 10 years. So
I studied for long.
Studied food technology.
Look, my tertiary, well, my tertiary education was very much go to class. Mom and dad, don't watch this. Go to class, pick up the friends, go to the beach. I was the one with the car. I had a blue Mazda 323.
The designated
It was
driver.
myself and Godfrey and Gino
Yes.
and Asa. He was the bouncer at
Okay.
God bless his soul, beautiful person.
Yes.
It was, and Shawl, we 3 times a week we ended up going
Rain or
fishing
shine.
or in the cafeteria. Yeah, that was the life.
So I'm gonna say to you, so then the 90s ended, okay, and then obviously I know for a fact because we did some work together at different clubs, you know, from I think it was from like 99 to 2003 or something.
I think we shared a booth at
correct.
Valerie's for the first time.
Valerie's, and then there was, you know, I think there was also West End and Galaxy,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. And I know that you never really held a residency anyway, you know, during that period. You know, you were kind of, I know you had a slot at the Galaxy at, I think it was 1 to 2,
Yeah,
and then after that it was Kurt Meyer,
Yeah.
and then after Kurt Meyer, then, you know, I used to get chased, go downstairs into an old school suite with Jules until 4. I mean, that kind of thing. And
You know, one thing that
and if I see you on a Friday night at Valerie's, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, you know,
that's
and-
where my guest DJing career started.
Okay. And I know you were busy because I know there was one night I filled in for you at a club in Goodwood, I think it was, where you phoned me
It was-
last minute and said,
I
Zach, can
think
you
it
maybe
was
do
either
that?
Planet or
Something like that, yes. And I went there and I thought, the thing that struck me was the contrast, because there was just, you would find Newton everywhere. You know what I mean? Irrespective of what demographic the crowd was or whatever, he was just everywhere. Am I right in saying so?
And that's most probably why I'm still around.
Okay.
That taught me that horses for courses. You know,
Yeah.
you need
Yes.
to play for you need to entertain the people that's in front of you.
Yes.
You
Yes.
can't be like a lot of DJs, the selfish one. You know, I like playing deep house.
Yes.
Irrespective who's in front of me, I'm going to play deep house. You
Yes.
need to be. It's Cape Town. You need to be flexible.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. And Cape Town's only 50 k's, eh?
Yeah.
The whole town.
So
I need to say that to you.
I
So-
played everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Something that we neglected. Graham White.
Yes.
And who was that? Was Mark Gilman. Mark Gilman invited me to come do a stint on. No, I've got it wrong. Graham White invited me. Mark Gilman did the first live broadcast for Good Hope at the Company Club.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then I got invited by Graham to come do. I was the first DJ to actually mix live
In studio.
in studio on Good Hope.
Wow.
And that time I did a 20 songs, 20 minutes
I remember.
mix
20 songs, 20
Yeah.
with
minutes.
vinyl.
With vinyl.
And I didn't scratch. It was
20 songs in 20 minutes.
20
Oh,
songs,
I-
20 minutes.
I remember
and-
that very
yeah.
clearly.
So that was actually very popular, and I played on Graham's show for a while.
I remember you
Um,
played on, I remember listening to you playing on the
And
radio.
ever since that time, I don't think there's a year that passed that I wasn't playing on a radio.
Wow.
So that is also, as far as the sustainability of my career, it played a huge role.
So that's right. So right here on SA Vinyl DJs on Saturday afternoon, the story behind the story. We've got DJ Newton September, the Funky Buddha, right here with us, and of course we're going to be back after this with his set. And I need to say to you guys, this is definitely DJ history we're talking about here. Jy weet, as die manne wil uitpak, this is the guy to speak to. I was waiting for this because the other guys, they speak about only the good parts of their career. They don't speak about everything and all the clubs, and that club owner and this and that. And I'm saying, I'm encouraging you to say the story behind the story. And today we're hearing the story behind the story. So we're going to get a set from the Funky Buddha right here on SA Music Library, downloaded from Google Play Store as well as the App Store. And I also want to say to you guys, after that set, we're going to hear some more about that story behind the story, because that's when we're going to get to the real story. We'll be right back after this break, and stay tuned.
Witch Doctor. The witch doctor. Me calientas. Me calientas. Me calientas. Tú no sabes lo que hay aquí. 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 Tú no sabes lo que hay aquí.
Roll it up. Smoke it, man.
Tú no sabes lo que hay aquí. Tú no sabes lo que hay aquí. Tú no sabes lo que hay aquí. Tú no sabes lo que hay
Quiet
aquí.
nice.
Tú no sabes lo que hay aquí.
Smoke it, man. Buddha, that funky Buddha. Quiet nice. Buddha, that funky Buddha. Take a seat, old man. Buddha, that funky Buddha. Roll it up. Buddha, that funky Buddha. Smoke it, man. Get hype on it now. 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 Quiet nice. Take the seat out, man. Roll it up. Smoke it, man. Love, eh? 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 love thing. Come on. You treat me right, and I'll treat you left. You treat me right, love thing. Come on. You treat me right, and I'll treat you left. You treat me right, love thing. Come on. Panty boys, come on. Panty boys, come on. Panty boys, come on. Panty boys in town.
Shake your body so the man can see woman. Shake your body. Shake your body so the man can see woman. Move your body. Move your body so the man can see woman. Move your body. Move your body so the man can see woman. Original man done, man to the legend. Have no style, have no pattern. All of the girls, why your collaboration? Run the university, run the nation. Now dance on ya, Jackie and Karen. Body look good, never wind their bottom. In America, Canada and England. Move your body, girl, better move it to the motion. Woman, you go to a dance combination. All over the world, all over the nation. Body look sweet to a wind their bottom. Winter, spring, summer or autumn. Up and down in the motion. Love it so much, it gives me commotion. Like them hips, curves and buttons. When the body gets stop. One, move, make your body groove. One, move, the funky groove. One, move, make your body groove. One, move, the funky groove. Move, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. All girls all over the world. Original man, stunt man, pon your case, man. I love how all girls are move them body. And when you move your body, wanna move it nice and sweet and sexy. Alright, woman you cute, I don't need no makeup. Original cute body, you want me man, man. Woman you cute, I don't need no makeup. Original cute body, you want me man, man. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically. Woman you nice, sweet, fantastic. Reach up on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman you nice, sweet, fine, energetic. Reach up on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman you nice, sweet, fantastic. Reach up on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman you nice, sweet, fine, energetic. Reach up on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. Woman you cute, I don't need no makeup. Original cute body, you want me man, man. Woman you cute, I don't need no makeup. Original cute body, you want me man, man. I love you. When you face a big man, man, those powder. When you face a big man, man, lucky hero. When you face a big man, man, get a lipstick. When you face a big man, man, woman you nice broad face and you nice hip. Big man flip and bust up them lip. Woman you nice and energetic. Reach up on the ocean, that's a big titan. Woman you nice broad face and you nice hip. Big man flip and bust up them lip. Woman you nice and energetic. Reach up on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Cause you know I want to feel it, and you know I need to feel it. Are you ready for some more? Oh yeah. 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 Cause you know I want, and you know I need. Cause you know I want, and you know I need. Are you ready for some more? Oh yeah. 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 Cause you know I want to feel it, and you know I need to feel it. Cause you know I want to feel it, and you know I need to feel it. Are you ready for some more? Oh yeah. 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 Cause you know I want to feel it, and you know I need to feel it. Cause you know I want to feel it, and you know I need to feel it. Are you ready for some more? Oh yeah. 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 Cause you know I want to feel it, and you know I need to feel it. Cause you know I want to feel it, and you know I need to feel it. Cause you know I want, oh yeah, and you know I need, oh yeah. Cause you know I want, oh yeah, and you know I need, oh yeah. Cause you know I want, and you know I need. Cause you know I want, and you know I need. Little more of this, little more of that. Did you not think we'd be back? It took a while, but here we are. Hey, whoa, more sound, sound sweet, real sound, sound sweet. So you never know, I said they're not gonna let you go. S-O, me say that a so-so. Why-yo, me say that a yo-yo. H-I-L-O, me say that a I-Lo. M-I-L-O, me say that a Milo. Swim out the deep, me no swim out shallow. Girl, me a drive, it's a Lexus, you know so. Are you ready for some more? Oh yeah. 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 Cause you know I want to feel it, and you know I need to feel it. Cause you know I want to feel it, and you know I need to feel it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a time for fun and a time to jump up and down. Right now, Matt Stuntman have them on the run. Step up, hold the mic. No diver. Respect in every aspect. And
Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're feeling fine. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're feeling fine. Do talk the talk if you can walk the walk. Boy, me tip a billboard chart. Do talk the talk if you can walk the walk. Boy, me tip a billboard chart. Do talk the talk if you can walk the walk. Boy, me tip a billboard chart. Do talk the talk if you can walk the walk. Boy, me tip a billboard chart. I like to move it, yes it's enough. It's enough, 1 minute and a half. My record punch up in it apart. This minute kiss me round it clock. Do one more, me say yes it's enough. It's enough, I went right on the clock. People them a grin, people them a laugh. Become a stuntman, me them a talk. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're feeling fine. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. Raise your hand if you're feeling fine. Raise your hand if you're feeling fine. Raise your hand if you're feeling fine. Girls them nice and girls them sweet. What the girls them sweet, the blood clean. Swing your hands from head to your feet. Stomp up and down in all the street. Jump up and down if you want more. Become a stunt man when I feel sore. Cause the living from my mouth is a pour. And I will always find a cure. Raise your hand if you're having a good time.
That's right, Saturday afternoon. Welcome back, you, to SA Vinyl DJs right here at the Shadow Studios in the Deep North. And of course, our special guest this afternoon, the one and only Funky Buddha, DJ Newton September. And I'm going to say I expected that. If it was any less, that you go in club, brother. If it was any less than that, trust me.
I'm glad that you're happy.
I expected that, and there was one track in there that he played that is so unusual. I mean, guys were scared to play the track. What was
Two
it?
Bad Mice.
Two Bad Mice.
Get Down, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, guys were scared to play
no,
the track.
That was a top tune at the company club.
It was.
I mean, I was like, yossus, where is this guy going? And you're right, you're going to be back for another 2
I
occasions.
must look. There's still the Nervous
Yes.
label that
Yes.
we must explore.
Yes.
And then there's still Keith Littman. Okay, he was
Yes.
on Nervous, so
Yes.
there's that avenue that. Then there's still Steve Silk Hurley,
Yeah.
and Frankie Knuckles,
Yes.
and David Morales.
Yes.
There's still a lot of.
No Sybil.
No.
No. Civil has formed an important part of our lives as DJs, but there was so much more to
Yes. Yes.
than
No,
Sybil and-
but no more. No.
You upset with Debbie also?
I don't know if you, it just reminds me about that interview with Mikey G. Who also, So I gotta say to you, I was gonna, because if you had to Debbie, then I would have just thrown you out of the building. You know what I mean?
Come back next week.
Because, just by the way, I need to say this to you. I blame Rudy for that Debbie Gibson old school set because he invented that nonsense.
Well, look.
And people think that's old school. Eh?
If you look at it, Debbie Gibson was produced by Steve Silk Hurley.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's
a great track.
It's just overplayed.
Yeah. And I mean, again, I'm going to say there was that CD that everybody had with Debbie Gibson and Strange Love and Nicole
the
and
coloured auntie that comes to the DJ booth and asks you, play Lonely Child.
Lonely
What the
Child.
hell is Lonely Child?
Lonely Child.
If I was a lonely child.
So that's why we're continuing the journey right here on a Saturday afternoon. Of course, SA Music Library. We'd like to say thank you to them for giving us the platform to make sure that we can get the Funky Buddha, on our the one and only Funky Buddha, by the way, on our show SA Vinyl DJs every Saturday afternoon at 4:30. You can download that app from the Google Store as well as the Apple iStore, and of course the app is always in development, so make sure that you update your phone on a regular basis, or that app on your phone or your mobile device on a regular basis. My selector Mokan, he was, again, if it was any less, would you?
No. If it was any less, I would have sent him over because we come back another day. So no, it's a nice one, Newton. Thank you for that. I think you fulfilled not just our expectations, but the viewers' expectations as well. We don't. That is how we know you, and I'm glad you could share that with us.
I did an event yesterday, or last week Saturday, for legalities or legal purposes. I called it Keeping Company.
Okay.
But I brought together the original company club DJs, myself, Vernon, and Godfrey.
Okay.
And it was an entire night of playing old school. We never touched Debbie Gibson,
Yes.
Sybil, Sonia,
Yes.
Robin S,
Yes.
the Braxtons. We didn't play any of that,
Yes.
and the people still enjoyed it. So there's more to Cape Town and the Cape Town club scene than
the
that's an
top 20.
important part of our history.
Yes. Yes.
But there was other element as well,
Yeah,
and that element was born at the company club.
Of course, the Funky Buddha, taking time out to give us a little bit of club history in Cape Town. And I need to say to you, so we stopped at the company club, and then you went and you did everywhere. I call it everywhere because I also went through that everywhere stage, and we used to run into each other all the time. But then you decided you were going to open your own venue. Now this is quite an important part, I think, of your history.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't think you can talk about the Funky Buddha without the nightclub, the Funky Buddha. Okay.
Look, with my playing everywhere,
Yes.
I did a lot of gigs at Peter Sellers, which is the oldest, apparently,
Okay.
the oldest nightclub in Cape Town. I think they're older than the Galaxy.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I think so, yes.
Okay. That's quite interesting.
And there I met up with one of my great friends, DJ Gaywin.
Okay, yes, I know Gaywin.
And I played there regularly because of Gaywin.
Okay.
And there I saw the potential of Paul. Paul is a beautiful place.
Yes.
Beautiful
Fully
people.
agreed.
Beautiful people.
Yes.
And forward-thinking people as far as music is concerned. The stuff that I played at the Funky Buddha
Okay.
was either played 6 months later in the rest of Cape Town, and you can go check,
Okay.
or never played in Cape Town.
Okay.
But if you went to Paul, it
Yeah.
was a bloody hit.
Yes.
And the DJs from Cape Town and the crowd from Cape Town used to come down there and say, yes, we don't hear this in Cape Town.
Yes.
So yeah, very, very important part of my life.
So if I can stop you there, so I remember going or doing a gig at the club around the corner from Peter Sellers.
That
So
was Tropical Heat.
No, it was Sinatra's when I was.
So,
Sinatra's, yes.
Yeah, okay, so-
And then, because Eugene Ontong and I
Yeah.
obviously know each other, and he took me there, because he's from Paul, and he took me there around at that point in time, because remember we were doing Valerie's together, you, myself, him, and I think it was Stan, that was Mars, that was doing the MCing or something, and then at that time he took me around there, but I don't know, was it Tropical Heat before or after?
I think it was first Tropical Heat, then
Okay.
Sinatra's,
Okay.
and then we
Obviously you guys
Started
changed it to
Funky
Funky.
Buddha, yeah.
Now I need to say this, and I need to apologize. I know that you've invited me numerous times in the last 15 years. I need to say that, but I've never been to the Funky Buddha, and I need to apologize to you, because obviously I haven't left my house in what's it now?
Too long.
12 years, 13 years. So yeah,
You need to ask when you move from the other house to this house.
yeah. That's why I left that house, and then I bought this house, and then I moved. so and I haven't even been to your house since that time. So, because I remember you saying to me, "I'm gonna open a club. You must come down," and that was before that. And then I remember that was the last time I went to your house. So anyway, okay, but it's all about the house music, of course. We know that, don't you? So the Funky Buddha, okay. And the club ran for, or is it still running? Or
the club is still running. I made a decision to remove myself from the partnership.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
leave it at that,
Okay.
because we don't have
Okay.
half a day.
Yes.
But a few reasons.
Okay.
But I think one of the most important reasons was my kids.
Okay.
Running a nightclub is no joke.
Running a business is no joke. I need to say that.
But running a nightclub,
is even harder.
it's taxing on your family life.
Yes.
It dawned upon me late last year. No, early last year, when my daughter matriculated, and I realized if I could count on my one hand the amount of weekends
Yes.
I spent with her
Yes.
in her teen years.
Wow.
I think it was 4 or 5 weekends that I was home.
Wow.
So yeah.
No, well said, sir, and well done. I need to say that to you.
Yeah. priorities.
So obviously, and then obviously that's now freed you up to do the everywhere thing again. Or
I don't
or
want
you,
to do the everywhere thing permanently, but
Yes.
I enjoy doing it
Yes.
because the industry is evolving
Okay.
every day.
Okay.
As far as music is concerned,
Yes.
fashion trends,
Yes.
social media,
Yes.
it just. So I need to stay in touch with what's happening out there, but I must also add, Cape Town is stuck somewhere between nowhere and nowhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's my personal opinion.
And that was going to be my next question. I mean, what does the Funky Buddha have to say about the scene as it is currently? I mean, DJing as it. Because look, we were discussing a week ago. We said, I don't know, Mo was saying, and one of the other two guys that playing vinyl is a rite of passage for a DJ. If you haven't done that, you can't call yourself a DJ.
Look,
I don't know if that's true the statement.
The digital era removed a very important aspect from DJing. When you have a crate full of vinyl, if you want to select your next track, you run through your vinyl.
Yes.
And you've got a track in mind, but while running through your vinyl, you see, oh, but damn, I can play this as well. Now the digital era has taken that away, because now you look at a folder.
Here we go.
And you look at a folder that says R&B, 2018.
Okay.
There's 200 tracks in there.
Wow.
You know, it all depends on the DJ or the individual how he categorizes his music. But if he doesn't categorize his music properly, it's a whole gemors in that one folder.
Yes.
It's just
Yes.
R&B. So when are you gonna get to that? You know that track that I haven't heard in a while.
It's quite interesting you say it, because I mean I also do digital. You know, obviously if you look at the setup that I've got in the studio, I mean I do digital Serato and all of that and so on, and I mean I have nothing against the technology, because we push the envelope. I mean we're the guys that invented the format, you know. So the thing is, you know, I just feel that, you know, and it was quite here's an interesting story for you. A guy phones me one night, he says Serato doesn't want to work, can you help me? I said, why? He said, no, when I got to loading 20,000 tracks in Serato, it stopped working. so I'm like, okay, how many, you know, and this actually happened. And I said, guy, you know what? I need to tell you that you can only play 186 tracks in 8 hours. So I don't know what wedding you're playing at, but you need to understand something, that you can't put 20,000 tracks into a night. You know what I mean?
And with the digital era, there's so much music available.
Yes.
I saw now the other day on Facebook there was a huge disagreement on the sync function on your controller.
Okay.
That DJ uses sync, so he's not a DJ. Bull crap, man.
Fully, I agree with you.
What
I agree with
DJs in Cape Town, or the new breed of DJs, don't understand, mixing a track does not make you a DJ.
Yes.
No. Currently, the software does the job for you.
Yes.
So, what makes you a DJ? And Cape Town, you can listen. You need to understand how to use your most important tool, and it's your music.
Yes.
Nobody has ever danced to a scratch.
Yes. That's wow. That's profound.
Profound, yes.
I mean that's literally profound. I need to say that to you. So
nobody's ever danced to a
I've
scratch.
never thought of it like that. Never ever.
It's a very nice to have.
Yes.
Especially if you do it like the Reddy D's, the Luwayne Wonders,
Yes.
or the Ryan the DJs and
Yes.
Codex.
Yes.
If you can do it like that and you create, what is the word I'm looking for? But it must make sense.
Yeah.
It must be a little production within your set.
Yes.
If you, because that's what Dion them is doing.
Yes.
If you listen to a mashup
Yes.
that Luwayne or Ryan does,
Yes.
it makes sense,
Yes.
and you can still, even though it's
Yes.
a mashup,
Yes.
you can dance to it.
Yes.
It's a scratch and a cut and a beat, and it
Yeah.
makes sense. But I think where it went wrong, it was with DJ Kent. DJ Kent is a master at the mashup. He will play 3-4 tracks together, but it would still make sense. You can still dance to it.
Yeah.
But now everybody wants to do a mashup,
Yeah.
and it sounds like the dog tore through your arrangement. But the guy's bragging. Everything is running at the same BPM, and it's 4 tracks playing together, but it sounds like crap.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
the actual production
You got to
that
understand
you put in
production.
That's what they
That's
must
what it is.
understand.
is bullshit.
A mashup should be a production.
Yeah.
If you listen to what Kent does,
Yeah.
and to a certain stage Euphonic does,
Yes.
it's a production.
Yeah.
It sounds nice.
There's a thought process behind it.
there's a thought. But now you can't just play any 4 tracks together or 2 a cappellas, and
No.
it must make sense.
Yes.
Please select bloody well 2 instrumental tracks from the same genre, not a house and a bloody gom track, you know, and then you want to play
We don't
that.
say that word on the show.
You
We don't say that word here on the show. Yeah. She version who must not be named.
Like-
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say to you, you know, on that note, I'm gonna say to you, okay. So there's a resurgence in vinyl, obviously, as you know. I mean, you know, guys, I, as you know, and we've known each other for a while, so I repair and I refurbish turntables for guys and so on. You know, I've currently got like 8 turntables in the shop that I'm busy sorting out SL1200s, so I only work on SL1200s, and the orders are coming in. Guys are looking for decks, they're buying up all the record collections, all of these things, basically. Okay, but here's the thing, what does the Funky Buddha have to say to a young lighty that is now all of a sudden wanting to buy himself a set of decks and you want to collect vinyl, because there's a lot of guys out there, and we call them characters, that are now just collecting vinyl for the sake of collecting vinyl.
It's a tough one.
I mean, what advice do you have for these guys?
For guys,
Or girls,
I've got
for that matter.
a lot of advice as far as DJing is concerned. But if you want to collect vinyl, I need to add, like my son. If my son Matthew would start collecting vinyl now, he would make a brilliant start, because he loves a Barry White, a Stevie Wonder,
Okay.
Okay.
So I would say, first, discover what you like in music. Start collecting there.
Yes.
Because a lot of the younger guys now, they don't appreciate the beauty of what we had as far as music is concerned.
Yes.
That time music still made sense. There was still a message, there was still a feeling.
Wow. Another statement. Music
No.
made sense.
But now it's so easy to produce music. The forbidden word gom. If you look at that, it just does not make sense. You can tell me whatever the hell you want to tell me, make me. It does not make sense, and it's not gonna last. The trend is already moving away.
Okay.
There's a new vibe that's going back to the old Kwaito era.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
slower
I'm aware of
tempo.
that,
Yeah.
Yes.
Gom is gonna disappear.
Yeah.
I'll come back in 6 months. I think Gom would have been forgotten.
Yes. Because I know that old Kwaito vibe is coming back.
It's
That
coming back.
It's coming back.
105,
Yeah.
110,
And
so.
I would play that.
Yes.
That makes sense. That takes you back to the era of the Frankie Knuckles.
Yeah.
The mid-tempo vibes, yeah.
That's still music. But bring back the love, man. This is, as far as music is concerned, what we're putting out there nowadays, it does not make sense.
Yeah.
Think about what you play.
Mo, your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Is it not a case of the guys are not buying music, they're ripping stuff off free sites and that sort of thing? Because when I go into Beatport and to Juno and some of the other sites, Traxsource especially, there's like brilliant stuff available, but it never gets played over here. You never hear it over here.
And brilliant stuff in good quality.
Let me rectify you.
Brilliant
played-
stuff in good quality.
It never gets played in Cape Town.
Yes.
Come to Paul, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, when I still
No,
was
no,
in the
I-
business, we played stuff in Paul that nobody plays, and the Paul people, they eat it.
Yes.
I can't express myself. I could play stuff there because they were open. Here in town, this is what we're doing.
No, very narrow-minded. Yes.
No offense to DJ Cello,
Yes.
brilliant producer.
Yes.
But if you don't play cello now, you're not good. But why is cello not making money? He's one of the best producers in South Africa. Why is he not making money? Because everybody's bloody taking his stuff for free.
Well, there
I had
you
a
go.
discussion with him now that I said, listen, you put out something original, man, where you don't have to bootleg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put out, if cello produces something original with
Yes.
some of the local talent that
Yes.
we've got in
Yeah.
Cape Town,
Yes.
he's going to start making money. And he needs to make money because he's brilliant.
And now the other thing is, and then he needs to put it on vinyl.
Okay.
There we go. Because then everybody won't have access to it.
Exclusive,
And
limited
then it's going to be a
release, yeah.
limited thing. This is the other thing. So obviously, so there you have it, from the Funky Buddha. And obviously I'm going to say, at the end of the day, I know that you're still making appearances at the club every now and again, or you were, or a couple of months ago.
I made one appearance at the
Yeah.
club. I'm looking at doing like a type of pop-up vibe.
Okay.
Do 1 party, 2 parties a month
Yes.
in Paul, because
Yes.
I cannot.
Yes.
I need to.
Yes.
I can't do in Cape Town
Yes.
what
What
I've
you
done
can
in
do
Paul.
there?
Yes.
Okay, so
Because of the mentality of the people.
And that's my question. So now that the Buddha isn't at the Buddha, is the Buddha also following the trend and doing the same thing that Cape Town is doing? And no disrespect to anybody.
No.
Have they stuck to the program? Have they
Look,
stuck to the plan?
I believe if I've got a crowd in front of me that
Yes.
wants me to play a specific type of music,
Yes.
I will entertain them to my limit,
Yes.
and then I will try to introduce something that I think they should be listening.
Okay.
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 I know we're running out of time, and
That-
I'm running out of time, but I
that's-
need to add
That's quite
something.
interesting, and that's an old school trick, by the way. So only the old school guys like us do
Breaking
that.
new sounds, yeah.
The problem that we've got in Cape Town, and I'm going to say it, we've got a problem.
Yes.
Majority of the DJs in Cape Town has got one massive problem: they lack structure.
Okay.
Everybody wants to come to a club and be the O.
Okay. The ego.
I want to play. Now you get a situation where there's 4 DJs booked for the night.
No, 20.
Okay.
The gig is only the
Yeah.
event is only 4 hours, but there's
20
20 guys on the poster.
But argument's sake, say we've got 4, we've got 5 DJs
Yeah.
booked for one night. Everybody wants to be the highlight of the night. So what happens in everybody's set? 4 or 5 tracks gets repeated. It's a sin. It's like playing an old school party and every DJ wants to play Debbie Gibson. Hy moet geklap word.
Yeah.
There's so much more music in Cape Town that you can play. So what if I say lack of structure? If you walk into a nightclub at 11:30 and the dance floor is buzzing, I clap to the DJ. Because nobody's supposed to be dancing that time. They can be, jamming, bobbing at the table,
Yes.
but they should be having their first drink.
And you say a nightclub specifically?
Nightclubs.
A nightclub.
That-
Not an
that's-
event that
No,
starts.
no, not an event.
Or
I'm talking about the
or a
nightclub.
party
So what
or
I'm
something.
saying, what we're lacking is structure. There's a build-up,
Yes.
there's
Yeah.
a peak,
There's a peak.
Yes.
Yeah.
there's a breakdown,
Yes.
there's a build-up,
Yes.
there's a peak, there's a
Yeah.
breakdown, and then the last set. If you got a 4 o'clock license, there should be a peak between 3 and 4.
So-
because
so-
that's when you send the people home happy.
Leave them on high.
So guys, would you agree with me if I say to you that was a different era, obviously? And I hear you, because I'm saying it was a vinyl era, and there was only one DJ who was the resident DJ of the club, and you had to do that.
You
I
had
had to do that.
You
I
had
mean,
to structure.
You had to do that. You had to do that.
You had to
structure
plan.
yourself.
You had to plan your night from playing when we started jazz in the beginning for
Yeah.
the people
Yeah,
to come
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is your.
Yeah.
I'm coming into a club. I'm gonna go sit by my table.
That's it.
I'm gonna buy a drink.
Yes.
Huh? If a liquor jazz number come on,
Yeah, and I'll do some
then
jazzy.
then my girlfriend. Or those times they didn't go out with their wives. It
Yes.
was still girlfriends and boyfriends that went out.
Yes.
Then my girlfriend said, "Go jazz with me."
Yes.
That's how you open the dance floor.
Yes.
It wasn't a boof. Here's a lot of
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
music, and
yeah.
you must just start.
Yes.
It was a gradual build to a peak, and that is lacking.
Yeah.
You get now certain DJs. I don't want to shame anybody, but
Yes.
I've got my opinion, and it's
Yes.
my opinion.
Yes.
Certain DJs that come and in a 1 hour slot, heaven, my bro, they play 50 tracks in a 1 hour slot. Is jy mal in jou kop?
How do you play 50 tracks in
It
one hour?
happens.
You know. You're not even allowed the track to actually play.
A track is produced in a certain way. I'm
That's
very
it.
passionate.
Yes, yes. No, carry on.
A track is
We
produced in
very
a certain way.
passionate.
No, a track has got a build-up,
Yeah.
introduction.
Yeah.
Then it's got your first verse. Then it's got a chorus.
Here we go.
Your chorus, whether it's instrumental or vocal,
Yes.
it's there.
It's
to,
part of the
you know,
song, yeah.
it keeps you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now these guys, when you hit the first chorus, boof, the track is out.
So I'm going to say it to you like this. This is my opinion, and my opinion is that there's something that those guys that play 50 tracks in 1 hour don't know, and that is that you have a Samro license, I have a Samro license, and so does he. Because those guys don't understand what a Samro license is. And I just say that to you. You know what I mean? So I can take it out, or you can take it out, and you can say, I own the record. I bought the MP3 on Beatport. I have a Samro license. You know what I mean? Die ouens is hulle operate net.
I just wanna.
And I agree with you.
I wanna. Something I need to stress, and it makes the guys. If you were DJ, I had a discussion with a person yesterday that approached me to come play at the venue that she manages. As a DJ, you need to realize you go to a club to do a bloody job. Your job is to make sure that the people that's there
Yes.
come back,
Yes.
not to get laid or to get drunk or to boost your own bloody
Yes.
ego. You've
Yes.
got a job to do. You need to
Yes.
entertain the people in such a way that they come back. You need to entertain the people in such a way that they spend money at the bars, so that the owner that pays your bloody salary
Can actually afford to
make money and afford to pay you to come back the next time.
Correct.
It's
I
not
agree.
a privilege.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, they don't understand the bigger picture. Yeah,
Ever since I started running the club,
Yeah.
I the bigger picture just became clearer.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
if you come there and you just want to do your little job, not thinking about the DJ that's playing after you
Or before you.
or before you,
Yes.
or you always need to consider the DJ, the music the DJ played before you, and consider the music the DJ wants to play after you or should be playing. Not just about what I'm going to play. So you need to build towards a better future for everybody. So when it's going to come back to structure.
Yes.
If you don't have that structure, if you play all the hits from the house, commercial, vocal, Afro gom in one set, what's left for the next guy?
nothing.
You know, if you play a structured Afro set for an hour, then the next DJ's got an entire house set.
Yes. So
Jacking house, you know.
If you play all that, whether you're playing whatever format, so I say if you're playing all of that in 1 hour, then why must people stay?
Yeah, they
Exactly.
run it all.
And another thing
Then might as well to go.
that makes business sense. If you that 50 track guy, no, and you potentially only play 1 minute of a song that can keep the people busy for 3 minutes or 4 minutes on the floor, you are actually robbing yourself of 3 minutes of entertainment per track.
Yeah.
Just add it up.
Yes.
If it makes mathematical sense.
You're not
Yes.
using
that
your tools.
you're not
That's-
using your tools properly.
Yeah.
So if people tell me, why do you play 3 to 4 minutes of the track? Why not?
Yes.
What the hell? Where the hell are you running
Because
to?
the track's only 5 to 6 anyway. So, yeah.
So what's happening is I want to play all the bloody tracks now because I don't want Mo Khan to come play the next set.
Yeah.
I want him to look crap.
Yeah. And even vinyl DJs do that.
They also do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vinyl
But
DJs
anyway.
also do that. So nevertheless, so I want to say to you, obviously, so the Funky Buddha, is the Funky Buddha available for
Yes,
gigs?
I do.
What is the future of? Where are we going?
I needed to scale down as far as time is concerned.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is I plan monthly events. So I want to do the admin work for a month-end event.
Yes.
For the entire week, entire month. I'll do the planning of the event. I want to do one event, and I will do guest gigs at clubs. That's what I'm doing now. I play a lot at the River Club. I play at Planet. I play at
Yes.
Peter Sellers.
Yes.
Wherever, like
Yes.
I said, prostitute.
Yes.
I go. I
Yeah.
put my hand up.
Yeah.
You pay me. I play.
Yeah.
And then I also run a DJ academy, which I'm very late for now.
Okay.
I must go do the open day.
Yes.
I must say, I've got a lot of DJs that
Yes.
came from my academy
Yes.
that is working
Okay.
as DJs.
That's great.
Okay. That's
That is
great
good.
news. Yeah.
Most of them is played on the radio.
Yes.
It's a decent track record.
Yes.
And they are phoning here. I'm going to answer now.
Yeah.
So, rethink your whole strategy, man. Cape Town needs to wake up.
Yes.
I did a gig years ago in Kimberley. They got this festival once a year. I think it's over the Easter weekend or something. And there I listened to a DJ that would be regarded as, just one of the up and coming DJs. And there I already realized Cape Town is in trouble.
Yes.
That DJ blended his music in a set that made sense, and I didn't know one of the tracks,
Yes.
but I still enjoyed all the music.
Yes.
So we need to wake up. We need
Yeah,
to.
you actually had fun going
Yeah.
to the thing.
Where are we going?
And which is a hard thing, by the way, for guys like us to have to go to a function and have fun, because we don't know how to do that. Yeah.
I don't go anywhere.
We don't know how to do
I
that.
don't want to be disappointed.
So that's right, SA Music Library, that's the app to download right onto your mobile device or your mobile phone. And I need to say to you guys, we want to say thank you to SA Music Library for giving us a platform as a sponsor. And of course our other sponsor, ACOM Universal Design and Media Reliable Branding and Printing Solutions, right here in the heart of the North. Find them on the web, www.ai.com.co.za. Our special guest this afternoon, sharing pearls of wisdom with us. And I need to say to you, definitely, they were definitely pearls of wisdom, and we're going to have you back, brother. That I'm going to say to you.
I would love to
So
do
I want to
that.
say
Need
thank you
some
to the
more
Funky
stories.
Buddha, DJ Newton September. Okay. I expected something. I got more than what I expected. And I need the whole thing to be completed. So we're going to extend another invitation.
Do a remix.
to do a remix. I knew you would say something. A mashup.
Do the mashup.
A mashup, yeah. And then obviously to my selector Mokan, once again, I'm going to say thanks. And thanks for spending time to make sure that the Funky Buddha selects the right stuff for this set. And we'll catch you next week, Saturday afternoon. Of course, our special guest next week is Calvin Peters. Also, watch our social media to make sure that we're actually on next week. As of course, we commiserate and our sympathies go out to the family of DJ Russell Connolly, who passed away yesterday. So obviously, if we're having a funeral on Saturday, then we'll be attending that. And Calvin will be extended to the next week. And then obviously make sure that you go to the website www.savinyldjs.co.za, and then obviously catch some of the vinyl DJs tomorrow morning on Bush Radio. I need to say that to you, they're also pushing the format.
Can we do something stupid here or silly?
Yes.
Go grab Nice and Slow.
Nice
Yes.
and slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it? Do you know where it is?
I actually just put it away before you came. I'll find it.
Okay.
No problem.
This is quite an interesting thing. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's one thing that I learned from Russell. I didn't do it much, but
Yes. Yes.
if the crowd was into it,
Yes.
Russell had a signature rap.
Yes.
You remember that
Yes,
one?
yes.
It's come
Now, we had a debate about that last week.
Yeah, man. Put it on there, man. Maar you the selector.
Just
I
remember,
think
it's the wrong
flip
side.
yeah. Just on that.
And I
note,
think we'll play out with it.
Yeah, we needed to clear up this whole thing around Nice and Slow. So generally, Russell was seen as the guy who owns that rap. It's actually not his. It's Selwyn Bartlett's rap, and Selwyn gave us the history of the thing. In fact, the first line wasn't even Selwyn's; it came from another DJ. But yeah,
But Russell made it famous.
Russell made it famous. Yeah, we introduced it to a different audience, and just about every DJ has attempted to do it. So Newton's gonna
No, we're gonna do it.
No, we're not good. We're gonna play out with it. In fact, I haven't plugged in the mic. I haven't plugged in the mic today, so.
No, we can do it here. Don't run away. Can I steal his show?
I don't know.
You know the one. You've done that in Valerie.
You know that. You know
Put on the mic. Okay, the mic is on.
Ladies, tonight I want you to know when you put it to mouth, move your body on slow, move it all around like this, like that.
Wait, it's gonna come now. This is the proper version.
Yeah.
always the proper version of life.
Beautiful memory.
Beautiful memory, and I'm privy to a beautiful music and a beautiful song.
I've learned a lot from him. Where's the rap part, man?
This is the rap.
No, it's not.
Further into the
It's further.
No, this is
It's gonna come here. It's gonna come now.
okay. This is the song.
No. No.
Take your money.
Yeah. Take your money. Now it's gonna come now. Beat the part in the back. It's gonna come now. I never do it, and I wouldn't do it on camera for any other person, but also here we go. Said I'm one of a kind, and I'll shock your mind with a wiggle of the wiggle of your behind tonight. Get down, baby mama! Ladies, tonight I want you to know when you boogie to my beat, use your body and soul to move it all around. I said, baby, can you shake it to the ground? I like this, I like that, I like this, and I don't know that I don't. Baby, you can try to I am the best in history. A rickety-ticky-tock, a rickety-ticky-tick. I rock your body so viciously. I rap my way from coast to coast. There ain't no need for me to boast. There's James Brown, Michael Jackson will show me a place to see my action. Thanks, guys. Beautiful.
That's a good one, DJ Newton, and on that bombshell we're gonna say thanks and catch you next week right here on SA Vinyl DJs.